What happened to Britney Spears' net worth? Over the years there have been conflicting reports over how much Britney is worth. A lot of these reports pluck the figure $60 million from her court documents. But just what is actually going on? Multiple sources, including Britney's very own team, have claimed over the years that Britney is a billion-dollar entertainer. Here it is cited on her piece of Me Vegas posters. Variety wrote a piece on this, and even interviewed Lou Taylor, Britney's low business manager and conservatorship account reporter. While Lou was boasting about Britney's billion-dollar perfume empire, she wasn't actively reporting that money to the courts. The Variety report even made it onto the official Britney Spears website, where it still shows up today. Cosmopolitan quoted the Variety piece and lists Britney on their 10 Betas female celebrities who created billion-dollar empires list. InStyle also did a whole write-up in 2018 about Britney's billion-dollar empire. Britney's brother Brian goes on record to say her perfume line is worth $100 billion with a B.
So did you ever, so I mean, you're saying she sold 12 to 15 million CDs just at once, in the short window. She's touring the world. She did 6 world tours that you were on. I mean, you ever stop and try to get a figure of how much money she grossed in those years?
My thing was new business development. That's what I kind of focused on. Which was the branding and, creating the Elizabeth Arden fragrance line with her. Just that alone has done over $100 billion in sales.
Wait, 100 billion or 100 million?
100 billion.
With a B.
With a B.
The Elizabeth Arden fragrance has done 100 billion.
In sales globally.
Wow.
I know.
Damn, I would wear that. Are you wearing that right now? You look like you smell good.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to give it to everybody around here.
I mean, I'm sure it's for women, but does that kind of businessman? I'd spritz some on.
I know.
Just about.
I don't even know how many lines, how many different brands they've done at this point.
So, and she owned that brand, or she was licensing these brands?
Yeah, she owned it.
Okay, so do you think she brought in over $1 billion, a couple of billion over those years at gross, at least, whether she saw it or not? I mean, I'm trying to get a sense of that's an enormous amount of wealth that anyone had coming in.
I mean, if your brand is producing those kind of numbers globally, in a 10-year span, that's a lot of money. I mean,
so what'd you guys do with it all, man? And can I have some?
I wish I had some. So, no.
Easy come, easy go?
Yeah.
So why are reputable sources like Forbes reporting Britney's net worth is so low? This article, which was recently cited by Britney's new lawyer in court documents, claimed she is worth $60 million at the time of publication. This is because Britney's conservatorship accounting reports, filed by Lou Taylor until recently, claimed that due to difficulties in valuing the conservatee's intellectual property, these assets are not valued. This means there are millions, perhaps billions of dollars that Britney has earned that receives zero oversight by the courts, and the figure of up to 60 mil that gets reported by the media is based on accounting reports that don't consider any of Britney's business dealings. This was good news for Jamie Spears, Lou Taylor, and at one Timmy Andrew Wallet, who control Britney's trademarks, could make deals on her behalf as her conservators and didn't have to report that money back to the courts for 13 years of Britney's career. This made them millions. Britney's new lawyer points out various deals Jamie has made to benefit himself at Britney's expense in his newest filing, and lays the groundwork for future filings to question potential malfeasance or misfeasance. To top it off, Lou Taylor and Jamie Spears misrepresented her connection to investment firm Stonebridge in the past in an effort to siphon Britney's trust money into it. Stonebridge also shows up in past accounting. At the time of his most recent filing, Rosendart had still not gained access to Britney's records. Once he has them and a new conservator overtakes the estate, we will eventually know the real extent of the damage Jamie, Lou, and Wallet have done to Britney's estate over the years.